commercial airliner crashed and plunged 500 meters to the ocean floor. Miraculously, all the passengers inside the cabin were unharmed, and not a single drop of water had entered the aircraft. When they realized the plane was trapped in the deep sea, they immediately fell into despair, knowing that once the oxygen in the cramped cabin ran out, no one would survive. To make matters worse, the impact had knocked out all communication equipment. Suddenly, the captain noticed seawater beginning to seep in through the windows. He knew that staying put was a death sentence. Then, the captain came up with an extremely risky plan. He would personally bring a signal receiver to the surface. The deep sea pressure was enough to crush a human body, but this was their only shot at rescue. The captain and his co-pilot put on life vests and immediately sprang into action. However, while the plan sounded simple, executing it proved incredibly difficult. When the captain tried to press the door release button, the water pressure caused seawater to instantly flood into the cabin, and the massive force knocked his co-pilot unconscious. In this critical moment, the captain removed his own oxygen mask and put it on his co-pilot, trying repeatedly to revive him with no response. The captain made the decision to leave his co-pilot behind and complete the mission himself. He quickly swam to the cabin door and opened the signal receiver life raft. Gas instantly inflated it, and the raft successfully rose to the surface. Just as the captain was about to lose consciousness, he managed to break through to the surface in the final second. He quickly climbed onto the inflatable raft and pressed the distress signal button. A nearby warship rapidly locked onto the signal's location and successfully rescued the captain. When the ship's commander learned there were still passengers alive, he knew that if this wasn't handled properly, the entire naval force would be disgraced. He immediately ordered all crew members to participate in the rescue operation. But when the divers reached the plane, they encountered a rescue challenge. If not done carefully, the aircraft's external structure would rupture instantly. Water would flood in, and no one would survive. They redesigned the rescue plan, deciding to use massive balloons to lift the plane to the surface. They ran a thick rope under the aircraft and attached a large balloon to each end, connecting air hoses from the ship to the balloons. Once everything was ready, the rescue team immediately started the air pumps. As massive amounts of air flowed in, the balloon's buoyancy gradually lifted the plane. But suddenly, the aircraft shook violently. The cabin door burst open from the water pressure, and seawater rushed into the cabin. The passengers had no time to escape and could only desperately try to avoid being submerged. If the plane didn't reach the surface within 2 minutes, everyone would die. The commander realized the situation was critical and ordered the rescue team to increase the inflation speed. Fortunately, the front of the plane broke the surface, and gradually the entire aircraft emerged. The seawater inside the cabin began to drain out. All rescue teams immediately rushed over and successfully pulled the passengers to safety.